Hey, good afternoon. It is Julie, and I'm going to talk about what happened in the markets today on Wednesday, February 24th, where we got some divine intervention hitting the markets, every single one of them at exactly the same time. I wish I could put this on a 5-minute chart so that you could see at 10:42 this morning that the markets turned around, every single one of them at the same time. So that just goes to show you that there was some intervention in the markets, meaning the Fed was trading again. Here's the E-mini, 10:42 a.m. and whoop, all the way up to close on its highs. Made it up to the 61.8 from yesterday's rally. But the NASDAQ got the highest pop out of this because of Apple did well today. Thank you, Tim Cook. And the NASDAQ almost made it back to the yesterday high. Not quite, but this rally was just wonderful. Very smooth, orderly, and just did not stop. And as you can see, where's my 1040? This is where it really kicked in. All the markets did at the same exact time. Let's look at the crude market because interestingly, that's the one that they came in to save, and it made it up. It did not make it up as high as the rest of the markets did. We had really sold off for the last 2 days coming into the EIA report. The EIA report was released showing a higher inventory build, and it's very usual for an EIA report. We'll get a little head fake. And we came and we took out our high tick on our pivot by one tick, and then reversal. Very, very standard operating procedure. And we started coming back in the direction of the main trend when all of a sudden the market turned around. And this is where it caught fire, and everything in all of these indexes, that's why I wanted to show you the FinViz, everything happened at the same exact moment. And this is why this to me bespeaks the Fed was saving us, because this undoubtedly would have continued selling off, no doubt in my mind, had it not been an intervention propping the market up. So it makes it a little bit difficult to trade because we're not trading under standard fundamentals. In fact, the fundamentals were weak today. I want to show you that also. We go to Reuters and you go to your markets home. You can see that our data was weak. New home sales tumble and the service sector was weak. So there was nothing in our data stream that came out today that would have rallied all of this up, except for that divine intervention, as I call it. And I'm grateful. I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. It just makes it hard to trade, hard to get a grasp on what direction you're supposed to be trading. And once you get used to what's happening, you can relax and then go with it. Oops, there goes my connection. But you can see the crude traders were trying to push this back in, and then it caught a late bounce to close on the high. So just be very careful with this market. I don't think it has legs to stand on myself. If we look back at the daily for the ES, the Heikin Ashi candle didn't even change. We did close up on our highs, but I'm still showing for my average, my 2-day average, some red on that Heikin Ashi. So I do have positive momentum though, and there was some divergence on this momentum. So we could very well get back up into this previous resistance area. Do it like this. So anywhere from 1970 to 2000, push up into this area for another turnaround, or we could fail again to here. We'll have to just watch. It looks like there's some strength after the close as the Asia market's sending this up. So this could very well be a turnaround that we're waiting for. And here's a chart without all the Heikin-Ashi on it so that you can see it. We're coming into some resistance at 1938. And I am looking at this level right here to offer as resistance, 1948.50 to 1968. So that very well could likely be our turnaround location to come back down. So we'll just have to play it by ear. It was a pretty convincing up day. I'm just not a believer in divine intervention. I guess I have to be if I trade in 2016. Something you just have to get used to so that you just be flexible and go up or down. As long as it's moving, be happy. It's not moving sideways, so we can all be delighted. Thank you so much.